Hello, teacher. My name is Dante Jacinto, and this is the team number 5. Uh, the, uh, the this team tried to present I don't remember to say the issues. Uh, try to explain the issues governance of the United Kingdom. This is the issue number 5, and I try to explain this one. In the number 1, the United Kingdom made of England, Scotland, and Wales, and North Ireland. This is a nation in northwestern Europe. England is the birthplace of the different groups in to impact to the history to the humans. For example, Shakespeare to the Beatles, and other groups and other writers. But in this case, the issue to try to explain is the governance of the United Kingdom. The history to the United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy in which they remain the monarch. That's the king or queen who is the head to state any HIPAA time. Uh, doesn't make any open politic decisions. To the past to the years, this one is to evolution. For mm, yes, to evolve. Political decisions are taken by the governments and parliaments. This constitutional state of the affairs is the result of a long history of constructing and reducing the political power of the monarchy behind the managed court in 2015. Since the stars of Edward VII breaks in 1901, big convention, the prime minister has been the elected members of parliament MVP and thus answer to the House of Commons. Throughout there were 2 weeks in 1963 when Allen Douglas Home was the first member of the House of Lords, and then near House. A similar convention applies to positions of Chancellor of the Exchequer, as it will probably now be political unacceptable for the vote speech to be he is the House of Lords with members parliaments unable to question to change their directive. The last Chancellor of the Exchequer to be members of Lord was Lord Denman, who remembered the month in 1835. Okay. Domestic power, the power to appoint to the prime minister is the most important. The foreign power, the power to make rifle trades, power declare wars and conclude peace and with other nations, the power to deploy to the armed and forever officers, and the power to recognize states, the power to create, receive, and diplomats. Ministers and departments, as a 2019, these around 120. government's ministers supports by 2050 no 50,016 civil servants and other staff working in the 25 ministers departments and their executive agency. There are also additional 20 non-minister departments with range responsibilities. The location, the Prime Minister is based 10 Downing Street in Westminster, London. Cabinet meeting also take place here. Most government departments have their headquarters here in Whitehall. And other another locations is in the most important in the castle. The monarchy is in London, and this one is the most important to uh, to the monarchy, to the standard, to the work, and this one is the most important order in this one. Thanks.
A nation like the United Kingdom is characterized by its government system. The United Kingdom's government is a parliamentary democracy with a constitutional monarch. In the British monarchy, the king or queen is the head of state, and a prime minister is the head of government. This means that a king or queen reigns with some limits to their power, together with a governing body which is the parliament. In the UK, the Prime Minister leads the government with the support of the Cabinet and ministers. The Prime Minister is head of the UK government. They are ultimately responsible for all policies and decisions. They oversee the operation of the civil service and government agencies. They appoint members of the government and they are the principal government figure in the House of Commons. What does Parliament do? Parliament's job is to look closely at the government's plans and to monitor the way they are running things. Parliament works on our behalf to try to make sure that government decisions are open and transparent by questioning ministers and requesting information, workable and efficient by examining new proposals closely and suggesting improvements, checking how public money is being spent and tracking how new laws are working out in practice, fair and non-discriminatory by checking that they comply with equalities and human rights laws and by speaking up on behalf of affected individuals. Members of both houses of parliament can speak up for us if a government department or agency treats us unfairly. Government ministers are required to come to Parliament regularly to answer questions, respond to issues raised in debates, and keep both houses informed of any important decisions they take. In this way, Parliament can hold the government to account for its actions. The cabinet is made up of the senior members of government. Every week during Parliament, members of the Cabinet, Secretaries of State from all departments, and some other ministers meet to discuss the most important issues for the government. Talking about the total number of ministers who participate in the government, there is a Prime Minister, 22 cabinet ministers, and 98 other ministers with a total of 121 ministers. Ministers are chosen by the Prime Minister from the members of the House of Commons and House of Lords. They are responsible for the actions, successes, and failures of their departments. There is a general election in the United Kingdom which is held after every 5 years to elect the House of Commons. The monarch appoints as Prime Minister the person who commands most of support in the House of Commons.
The United Kingdom has a constitutional monarchy and a parliament system that means that the country has a monarch. Currently, Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 was the head of state, but their power is largely ceremonial and symbolic. The government is led by a prime minister who is the head of government and has the executive branch. The Parliament of the Kingdom has two chambers, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Members of the House of Commons are elected by the people in general election, while members of the House of Lords are most appointed hereditary or ecclesiastical. The Prime Minister is generally the leader of the party that has the majority on the House of Commons. The government is accountable to Parliament and ultimate to the citizens of as foreign minister the EU community is made of the several ministers who are appointed by the Prime Minister. Some of the key ministers in the British government must include the Chancellor of the Exchequer is charge of Frances, the Foreign Secretary, the Home Secretary, and other will lead different governance departments. Specific names of ministers of chance due to election, Shanghai political party leadership, or Shanghai in cabinet composition.
The United Kingdom has parliament system of government and constitutional monarchy. This means that abroad there is currently monarchy in charge. Political power is primarily in the hands of the parliament and elected government. The parliament of the United Kingdom consists of the two chambers, House of Commons and House of Lords. The members of each chamber, known as deputies, are elected by popular vote in general election. The party or coalition that wins the majority of the House of Commons forms the government. The leader of the party becomes the prime minister. House of Lords. Its members, the Lords, are not elected by popular vote. Some are hereditary. Some are appointed by the Church of England, and others are appointed by the monarch, following the recommendation of the Prime Minister. The House of Lords review and introduce amendments to proposed legislation that cannot block letters. The leader of the party with majority in the House of Commons becomes the Prime Minister. The head of government, the last Prime Minister were David Cameron, leader of the Conservative Party, served from May 2010 to June 2016. Theresa May and from the Conservative Party. She took office in June 2016 and served until June 2018. Boris Johnson as the member of the Conservative Party. He took office in June 2018.